phone before, so I don't know. I know I ain't gonna like going live on the phone, but the iPad ain't charged. The laptop is charging. So we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do. I'm gonna drink my energy drink late in the day, but it don't matter because I ain't got nothing done around the house, so we can have a later night to do what we need to do around the house because I've been working on other stuff like other projects. Right now I'm gonna make some cabbage and some rice. And I got a couple of dishes that I have to wash. I've been working on my projects all day. So I ain't really did nothing around the house because I've been working on stuff. Been on the internet, been on checking emails and all that. I'm gonna drink my V8 energy so I can make up for what I ain't did today. Most of my dinner is already ready. Well, half of it, because we're just having dinner rolls. The neck bones is already basically done. Just gotta warm them up because I did them the other day, and my macaroni and cheese is pre-done. It just has to do the baking part in the oven. So yeah, and I'm gonna make the rice. And we ain't having cornbread, we having rolls because that's what we had left over, and y'all know we use what we got. We started that, and I like it. I like using what I got first before we do something else. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to cut up this bell pepper really quick. Hello, how are you? Good evening, early evening, I guess we'll say. I'm just going to make some cabbage right now and some rice to go with the stuff that I made for dinner the other day. To get myself ahead, I already did the neck bones and basically did the mac and cheese. The mac and cheese just needs to go in the oven, but it's pretty much done. And I just need to put the cheese on top of it. But now I'm making the cabbage and the rice. And then I'm going to make some brownies also to go with this stuff. So now I'm just going to cut up my bell peppers and my onion to put in my cabbage and my sausage. As y'all can see, they are going. Neck bones is already done. I'm just going to pour them in an aluminum pan and stick them in the oven for them to warm up. And we're going to take it from there. Thank you. I'm actually named after my grandmother. Her name was Amelia and my name is Camilla. So yeah, I'm named after it took me a while to get adjusted to my name though, y'all. Baby, that took me a minute. I did not like my name because of course I wanted the name that, no offense towards anybody, but the most African American little girls had when I was a little girl. So, and of course that is definitely not an African American name that I have. So I didn't like my name when I was younger. I did not. But now I love my name. I love my name. I love my name. All the best to you too, woman of God. May God be with you. May you have a blessed week. Not just day, but a blessed week. Rest of your week. Because what are we in? We in Wednesday, y'all. We done made it. Almost there. So I got my sausage going first, and then I'm gonna saute my onion and bell pepper in there so that the juices from the sausage can be in the I lost one. The juices from the sausage can be in the vegetables, y'all. Y'all know we use a trash bag and not a trash bowl, so we ain't gotta wash all that stuff. So I'm cutting up my bell peppers first, and then I'm gonna cut up my onion. And we just getting those sausages nice and brown. And then we're gonna make the 5-minute rice, y'all. I'm not doing that long rice because I have a lot of stuff that I have to do. I was supposed to be cleaning out my pantry this week, and I definitely am going to do that. I am going to clean out my pantry. I've just been working on a lot of my, like projects, so I've been sitting at my computer a lot. Like I got my Amazon storefront going, because they approved me for that. But I hadn't been doing it, so I finally got that done, worked on that. So I just been working on a lot of different projects and stuff online. And when you're working online, it kind of throws you off some things that you need to be doing around the house. So, look, I'm catching up, but we're going to get it done. The house ain't no big mess. I did a lot of stuff around the house yesterday. So that was good that we got things done yesterday. I'm gonna cut up this little bit of onion. This might be enough because it's not a big cabbage. They actually got me the smallest cabbage that they had. Yo, hey. So we just gonna cut up these little bit of onions that we have left from something else that I made. What, I don't know. We're gonna put these sausages on this plate because they have started to brown. And then we're gonna put our bell pepper in, our cabbage, and we're gonna let it do what it do, y'all. It's not a lot to do this. Making cabbage is not a lot. Not a lot. It doesn't take a whole lot. Bare minimum. Okay, now I can move that over there. And we can throw this in here. There we go. Get this back. I'm going to cut these up smaller and toss these in. This thing I had already started chopping these up for something. So everything is pretty quick today that I'm doing. I already did the major part, like the meat and the homemade mac and cheese. That is done. We're just doing this sides real quick. Chop that up fast. Faster than what I'm going. Okay. So this is our bell pepper, our onions for our cabbage. Ooh, I just knocked all that out. Going too fast. Moving too fast. Moving too fast. Yeah, my cabbage has already been cleaned and it's over here on the other one. So I'm going to get this going. I'm going to cut it up small. Because they gave me, like, literally this cabbage is so small. So I'm going to chop it up kind of small, y'all. I'm on my phone, so I'm looking at stuff on my phone. I normally be on my iPad, but it needed to charge. I normally put it on the charger at night, and I didn't for some reason. My mic wasn't on the charge. Nothing was on the charger. Nothing was on the charger, so I'm using my phone to go live because I like to go live at least twice a week because you never know who will find you when you're going live. Like people that normally don't see you can find you and be like, okay, that woman of God seems to be pretty nice. Let me subscribe and see what she's all about. So yeah, if you're just coming in my content or just now seeing me for the first time, I am a spiritual woman who basically talks about God, Um, but I do share my life as well. So I do food hauls, Amazon hauls. I just share my life, whatever God tells me to do. I also have a very strong gift for discernment. I prophesied too on my channel, like whatever God tells me, leads me to do, I kind of do it over here. So I cook, family woman, take care of my family. So I do a lot of cooking, a lot of things that pertains to the house on here. I try to go live cooking twice a week. Today I'm kind of rushing, y'all, because I'm like, I gotta go live. Today is Wednesday. I like to go live at least twice a week. So it's like we have to go ahead and go live. We haven't went live yet, so I'm like, let me go live real quick. I wasn't even planning on going live. I don't want the big chunks in here, y'all. I want them small this time around. And y'all know cabbage pretty much makes its own liquid, so you don't need to put, like some people put a lot of water in it like they do with greens and all that, but you don't have to do that with cabbage. You don't have to do that with cabbage, y'all. You don't have to do that with cabbage. And I had this cabbage. I got it last week, so I'm like, I gotta use it. So that's why I'm like, let me use it now, because it was starting to do what it's supposed to do when it's about to not be any good. So I'm like, I'm gonna use that with my dinner. And this is it, y'all. See, I told y'all it wasn't a lot of cabbage because it was a real small cabbage. So this is it, and y'all know it's going to wibble down, so it's going to shrink, but we're gonna make this be enough. I'm gonna season it in a second. And our vegetables are down off in there. And I have my sausage over here. I'm gonna put those in shortly. And then we're doing the 5-minute rice tonight. Nothing heavy tonight. My neck bones, mac and cheese is already done. I'm gonna grab the seasoning that I need. Put some black pepper in here. Garlic powder, onion, and complete. And I'm gonna put the lid on it after I mix this together, and I'm just going to let it do what it do for a little bit and clean up the mess I made. And I said I was gonna go ahead and put my mac and cheese in the aluminum pan and all that stuff, get that stuff done, so I can put my cheese on top so it can melt as well. Put this stuff back in the refrigerator. I'm gonna drink my kinetic energy too. I need energy. What was I doing? Cleaning up my mess. Do it for me. I'm drinking the V8 Energy. This is my second day drinking them. I drank one yesterday morning. I'm drinking it kind of late. Only because my house stuff is getting done late. Because I've been working on like content stuff. Today I did my Amazon storefront. I worked on getting a couple of things done for my content. So it kind of threw me behind. I did go walking this morning. I've been going walking since last Friday and working out in the house. I do have a gym membership, but I'm enjoying just working out in the house and going walking around the community. So I've been doing that since Friday, working out, and I've been consistent. So I'm grateful for God just giving me the motivation to do that. So to God be the glory, because baby, the girl, I had got so discouraged, y'all. I had lost a lot of weight and I gained back 13 of the pounds, I think, and I'm losing it back again. I'm back working out. I'm back getting myself together, and I think it was because of the hysterectomy when I couldn't work out for a little bit. That's what happened, and I was really discouraged. I was kind of a little bit harder on myself than what I think I should have been, because when I thought about it, I'm like, okay. And I did my calculations. I really didn't do that bad because I had my hysterectomy in September and we're in April, and I couldn't work out for a while. Like, I literally just got where I could work out, because when I would work out, I would still have a little bit of complications. So I knew that I didn't need to be working out. So for me to just now be able to work out, and I only gained 13 pounds from September to now, I guess that's pretty good. And y'all, I wasn't giving myself credit for that, but I was, and I think it was because I had got to the point where I was indulging in the wrong foods, and I was saying that on my video. I was really transparent, which I've always, since I've been on my weight loss journey, I kind of never defied myself of eating things that I like. But I had started doing stuff that I didn't like. Eating things that I normally wouldn't eat. For example, like Little Debbie cakes is not something that I had been a fan of for a while. And I started eating Little Debbie cakes. And I said that on my videos, and I think that's what caused me to gain the extra maybe, I want to say the extra maybe 5 pounds that I probably did not have for the last couple of months, because of the Little Debbie cakes that I had started eating from, I think like a month I was eating Little Debbie cakes. So we back not eating Little Debbie cakes, y'all. But that was one of my biggest things before I started my weight loss journey, was Little Debbie cakes. And I had got back to where I was eating them again. I'm like, oh no. And so I reached out to my nurse practitioner, and I told her what was going on, because I did. And I think I told y'all, I started out with the weight loss shot, and then it had got to the point where I didn't need anything. I could just kind of maintain on my own. And I told her I needed something to get me back on track for a little while. And she recommended the pill for me. So I trying that. We're gonna see what happens with that and me. Y'all know this is just that 5-minute rice, and I'm doing 2 cups. And I already seasoned my water. So now we're gonna cut it on low. Put the lid on, and y'all know I gotta do my timer because your girl will forget. Okay, we got that timer on, we can forget about it. So that's done. Cabbage is cooking. Then that man wanted me to put him some chicken wings, well, season the chicken wings and then put them on for him. So those is in the refrigerator already seasoned, but can y'all see the cabbage? Yeah. I wish I would have had some yellow pepper, some red peppers, y'all. That would have made it look so colorful and pretty. But I'm finna drop our sausage in now. And we don't have a lot of sausage, just enough to put a little bit of meat in here. Sausage is already cooked, that's why I put it in now. That was the first thing that we put in so we could get the flavors from the sausage in here. Okay. We're gonna see what it's doing, y'all. Let's see what our cabbage is doing. Hello. How are you today? Welcome in. I'm just a new, well, I wouldn't say I'm a new content creator, but I am kind of a new content creator. My content is spiritually based. I just dropped it on the floor. It's spiritually based, so I'm a woman of God. I talk about God. I do food hauls. I do lives. I do all of that stuff, right? And I also had a gift of prophesying as well, so sometimes I hear messages if God releases me to. Thank you for saying it looks good, girl, because I just threw this together. You know how you had them days where you just don't feel like cooking? But you got to feed them people, so this was one of them days. But I already had my my meat done, which is the neck bones and the, need some more seasoning. The neck bones, the macaroni and cheese, that's all I got to do is just put that stuff in the oven. I cooked that the other day. And we didn't have it. Why we didn't have it, y'all? Oh, because he had to do a sample meal. Y'all know that man is a chef, so he had to do a sample meal. So I told him, I was like, we'll just put it up and have it the next day. So that's what we ended up doing. So we're going to have that tonight. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead and go. Thank you. You don't have to be sorry, baby. Life be lifing. I totally understand. Thank you for watching and staying while you did. Thank you so much. But yeah, I have the gift to prophesy. So sometimes my content will be that. I like to cook going live. I like to do grocery hauls. I like to encourage people. I also was a teacher for 25 years, so sometimes I like to just give words of encouragement to parents that may be having a hard time struggling and things like that. But yeah, and right now, y'all, the world is just so, the devil's busy on our kids, and we have to be really mindful of that because the devil is after our children, y'all. The devil is definitely after our children, and we have to really be mindful of that, be patient with them, but also pray over them and let them know that how your household, like your house is a house of the Lord, because right now the devil's on our children, especially our teenagers and preteens. I'm trying to give myself some energy, y'all. I gotta get energy. I'm gonna spray my pan so I can put the macaroni and cheese in it and put some cheese on the top of it, and let me cut the oven on. Then we can put it in the oven. That's for our rice. The rice is done, y'all. Okay. This is for the mac and cheese. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make some brownies tonight too. So my daughter actually loves to bake, and sometimes she'll do it, but the other way. Let me get another spoon. I'm gonna do my pantry with y'all one day this week. I'm gonna make content doing my pantry. Y'all know the pantry look a mess. This is the macaroni and cheese from the other day. All I gotta do is throw it in the oven right now. So cheesy. We want all of that. I'm gonna put some cheese on the top of it, y'all. Put it in the oven. Put some paprika on the top of it, and it'll be done. And I'm debating on if I'm even going to put the neck bones in the if I'm even going to put the neck bones in the oven. They're already in like a bowl where I can just kind of warm them up in the microwave because they're completely done. I did cook them all the way through. They just need to be warmed up. So we're going to see. Wherever I land is where I land with that. It really ain't nothing in here, but we're going to sprinkle that on here. And I'm really using the first cheese that I found because it looked like last night they used my cheese that was for the macaroni. So we're going to use what we got and make it work. And I normally do my, and this is just how I do in my house. I don't do Sunday dinner. I do my Sunday dinner on Mondays because I like to rest on Sunday. So if I do cook on Sunday, it's something easy. I just started doing that. So on Mondays, I do something more Sunday dinner type-ish because God has blessed me to be at home. And so all I do is like take care of my family. So that's what my content is basically about. Taking care of my family and being rooted in God and allowing God to lead me in everyday decisions. I tell everybody God is the CEO of my life. So I order my steps according to his will. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of paprika on the top of here. Throw this stuff away. We clean it as we go, y'all. Because y'all know we don't need no big old mess in our kitchen. So if you clean as you go, you ain't overwhelmed when you're done cooking in your kitchen. And if you can't wash your dishes immediately, at least rinse them, y'all. Rinse your dishes. We're going to put a little paprika just over the top. That's how you get that color that you kind of like quicker. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Then we're going to stick that in shortly. The neck bones are over here, y'all. Y'all want to see the neck bones? I took them out the refrigerator a little bit earlier. And I was going to put them in an aluminum pan. Still debating on it. But this is the neck bones. They just got to be warmed up. They're already done. They just got to be warmed. And they, as y'all can see, they have potatoes in them. That is our... Can y'all see the cabbage? Probably not because of the steam. Can y'all see that? That's the cabbage. Excuse the soul. Y'all heard me say I'm slinging stuff everywhere. But that's the cabbage. This is the mac and cheese. If y'all can see it, I'm not sure. And then we have our rice. Can y'all see the rice? That's the rice right there. So that's it. And then we having some rolls. I had some rolls left over, and y'all know I'm in my little, we using what we got, and we ain't making extra stuff. So we have these rolls that they brought with our order. They ain't what we asked for, but they brought them, so we're gonna use these rolls instead of me making cornbread. So yeah, rice is done, cabbage is done. We're gonna put the macaroni and cheese in the oven. The neck bones is done, and I'm going to make a pan of these brownies. We can put up all our seasoning because, baby, we done. We good and ready to go. And I have to do a little bit more editing. I haven't posted a video today, so I definitely have to edit one of my videos today to post. But I have a lot of videos that I can post, so I just got to choose what I want to post for today. And I got to get that done. So we're going to, after we get this stuff taken care of, the kitchen back straightened up, we're going to figure out what video we're going to post today. It's later in the day, but y'all, I was having so much. I was having a hard time posting videos these last couple of days. I don't know what was going on with YouTube, but it was a challenge for me. Ouch. It was a challenge. It wasn't working. Okay, so we got. Is everything put up? Oh shoot, I did not know there was a whole potato in the I'm like, what is cooking? It's a whole potato in the oven, y'all, from last night. They had the baked potatoes. I had a sweet potato. But they had baked potatoes last night, like taco style baked potatoes. And I had a sweet potato, so that was probably the one that would have been for me. But I was like, nope, we is not gonna eat all them carbs because I don't even like potatoes like that. So we ain't wasting no carbs on that. So I'm like, make me a sweet potato. That's what I want. Is a sweet potato. I do not want a baked potato. So I got the sweet potato. Let's wash these dishes we just made. I do not like that hard like cheese for the nachos. I like to use the cheese that they use like they do with the lot of chips and stuff. Because this cheese right here is so stiff. I don't like it at all. It just won't be done. Oh Lord, do it for me. It's almost time for me to put my macaroni and cheese in there so it can get melted and the cheese can melt at the top. It's already done. Just melting the cheese at the top of it. There we go. It's time. Set my timer because y'all know your girl will forget about it. Wow. I finally found me a large dish rack too. When I do my kitchen all over, I'm gonna start using my large dish rack because I had some, but they was all small. I'm gonna see how large this one is. It says it's a large one. Hopefully it is because that's why I've been using this towel because when they say they large, and I haven't seen now large in the store. But when they said that they was large online, they still don't be large. And I'm like, this is not large. I'm just this over here back. I'll put it up. So hopefully the one that I purchased last week is the large one. I'm praying that it's a large one because I don't be having enough space for these big dishes. And I don't be liking it. I think I'm gonna put the brownies in here so I can leave that out. How's everybody's day? How many people I have in here? 2 now. How was y'all day today? How's today going? It's already 4:30, y'all. Wow. And I'm drinking an energy drink at 4:30. That's okay though. That means some of the stuff that we wasn't able to do earlier, we are going to be able to do it later tonight because we were working on other projects. I got to edit videos. I have stuff that I got to do. So it's okay. I don't drink it and we don't have my energy. So we are able to do other things that needs to be done. So glory to God. Hallelujah. That we're going to get some stuff done today. Oh, y'all, it's been a trial. I say when the devil is busy, he's busy. We got to stay so uplifted, y'all. We have to stay uplifted. We have to stay rooted in God. We have to give God all the honor and the glory and just know that he's covering us. Whenever we're having trials and tribulations, God is right there with us. And we cannot give the devil the victory. Because right now, the devil's not only, he's really on our children. He's on our children. And I wouldn't even say our children, our teens and preteens. We have to pray over them. We have to guide them in the right direction, y'all. We have to. We have to. Because right now, the devil is on them so hard. It's not even funny how the devil's on our kids, these teenagers. Like, really on our teenagers. And I'm trying not to give up, y'all, but the devil's really on our teenagers. Everybody's telling me the same thing about teens and preteens. And y'all, some of the stuff that these teenagers and preteens are doing, like it's stuff I don't even be thinking about doing this. Like, how do you even know to do this? That's why, and I keep telling people where they saying all this stuff about them, their grandkids and their kids, and how they just want to give up. And yes, it's a trial. It's hard not giving up on them, but we just have to know when the devil is trying. When the devil is trying, you cannot let the devil defeat you. And you just got to give it to God. And that's what I keep just saying. Pray. And when they old enough where you can turn them loose, and just you've already raised them and you've already instilled this stuff in them, and they know, they'll come back the way that they should. You just have to turn them loose on over to God because there's nothing that you can do. And sometimes we be thinking we can just fuss and nag and nag and nag and nag and nag, and that's what's going to stop them. No. pray to God and ask God to God just give them what they need. Give them what they need. You know. Meet them where they're at, Lord. And just continue to pray for them and over them and cover them. Cover them. But all that nagging and fussing and it's stressing you out and it's pushing them farther away from you. Give it to God. I tell people all the time, God just give us these kids and grandkids for us to borrow them. They're not ours. They belong to him. So when they start doing all this stuff that you know is not them and you know you've raised them different, that's the enemy. That's the enemy. And then you turn your back on them and say, get out of my house, and you do all of those things. Don't do them that. Don't do them that. I don't care what they are doing. You pray. And if you pray and you ask God to cover them, you will see them and you rebuke those demons out of your house and you let that devil know, baby, in this house, this is a God-filled house and you're not wanted here. You're not wanted here. I do my holy oil over my house all the time. As soon as I feel the enemy creeping up, and every time I do it, anytime God says, okay, it's time for you to use that oil, I'm telling you, stuff just started happening. And I just used my oil in my house, 2 days straight last week or the week before. And baby, when I tell you the devil trying, but what he ain't going to do is come up in my house and play. And I keep telling him that, but he keep trying. And he keep losing, so I don't know why he keep trying. I don't know why that devil keep playing with me in my house. Do he not know? Do he not know who I am? And I don't give up easy because God told me to come very bold for him. So baby, I stand 10 toes down, in fingers, in my feet. Baby, we down for God. We down for God. You can throw anything my way. And I know my God have me protected and covered. So we've been taking things to God. And we're going to keep them with God. Because that's what we've been doing for the last 3 years. And it has showed itself approved. God done showed up and showed out in my life. And I'm just going to keep going. And you know when you're doing right by God, because that's when the enemy be really trying, baby. Because he don't mess with the people that's doing what he wants them to do. The devil ain't going to mess with them. Because they doing what he already got them. It's the ones that he don't got. We have to know that. That's why I say use your gift of discernment. Stop asking everybody what you should do, going to other people for advice. Use your gift of discernment. Go to the Lord. Go to the Lord. How's your relationship with him? Your relationship is good with him, you'll know exactly what to do. I promise you will. You ain't gonna have you might have a little bit of what should I do, but you ain't gonna have an answer. You gonna know. It ain't gonna last you long because God's gonna tell you what to do. And that's what's been happening since I started walking, because y'all, I don't like to walk. I don't like being outside because of bugs and all that stuff. And God had been telling me to walk for a couple of weeks now. Well, not even a couple of weeks. Look at me. See how I'm ready to tell that story. God has been telling me to walk for about a month or two, maybe longer than a month or two, y'all. And I don't like to walk, so I kept fighting. I'm like, I don't like being outside and the bugs and stuff. I don't have time for that, so I got a gym membership, figured out how I could work out in the house, and God kept telling me to walk. Finally, last week, I started walking, and y'all, before I even left out of my driveway, God started speaking to me so clearly, and it had got to where I was hearing him, but I wasn't hearing him as loud. Well, I wouldn't say loud because he's with me, he's really soft, but I wasn't hearing him as clear as I once was. But he was so clear before I even got out of my driveway because I was being obedient. You told me to walk, even if I said I didn't like it, you still told me to do it. And I don't like to walk, so I'm going to figure out other ways to exercise. I'm going to figure out other ways to do it. And God telling me to go to that park, which is what he was telling me to do, go to that park and walk. As soon as I started doing it, y'all, and when I tell you he was on me about everything, I heard him so clearly about everything just because I was obedient. Something he had been telling me to do for months that I had not been doing. And I heard him clearly, like he had been speaking to me about everybody else and their stuff, But he was barely speaking to me about mine because I was being hard-headed. So I couldn't hear him clearly. But as soon as I got out there in nature, like he said, get out there. Get out there in nature. Not in your car, but on your feet. Get out there in nature and walk. And watch how you experience me. It's going to be something that you've never experienced before. And anybody who knows me knows I have a great relationship with God. So when I tell you it was something that I had never experienced before, you know it was amazing. Because I have a great relationship with him. That's something that I don't complain about. That's something now I don't complain about. Now, once before, I couldn't hear God. And I was wondering how everybody else was hearing him. And this, that, and the other. I'm like, I could just feel it in my spirit when he wanted me to do certain things, but I couldn't hear him. So when I was able to hear him, I was blessed. I felt so, I was grateful because I would be like, dang, how's everybody else hearing him? Like, I wonder what it feel like. And when I finally was able to do it, hear him, instead of just getting that feeling like that's God, now I can actually hear him talking to me and hear him saying my name and all of that. That was an amazing feeling to experience. And so when I'm telling you me walking, it's even better than that. Yes, because I'm hearing him so clearly. And I'm walking to the park. I'm walking around the park. And y'all, that's about a 45-minute walk. But it only feels like I be walking like 10 minutes. That's just how great it be. It literally feels like only 10 minutes. And I don't like walking, y'all. Like, I'm somebody who loves to like work out in the house, at the gym. But I love it. And even it was something happened in my community where I couldn't go to the park and walk. I'm not going all this week. And I was like, okay, I'm just going, because we have workout equipment in my garage too. I was like, I'm just going to use that workout equipment. I ain't going to go to the park. I ain't going to go outside. And God was like, you can still walk. Just walk around, walk around your block. So I did that this morning and yesterday. I walked around the block. I did 3 laps this morning. I did 2 yesterday. Tomorrow I'm going to do 4. And I'm still hearing him so clear. So clearly. And it's so amazing, y'all. So when God is telling you to do something, even if you don't like to do it, do it. And I'm not minding. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And I've been walking with my baby girl. She's been going with me. I'm enjoying spending the time with her as well. Like, it's an amazing feeling. Me being obedient to him, I didn't know that I would actually like something that I don't like. Because, baby, I didn't like walking. I did. And God kept telling me to walk. And now that I'm walking, I feel good. I had already started, with getting myself back on track with my weight loss and stuff like that. But just getting out and walking, I literally feel good. It's something that, and even just, y'all, like walking in my community, I'm seeing people, everybody's so nice and pleasant. And I'm like, to God be the glory, because y'all don't know where I stay at, but my area kind of went down a little bit. So I was like, I don't know who I'm going to run across. But everybody's just been so polite and so friendly and stuff. And I'm like, this is amazing. Everybody's speaking. It's just been great. It's been great. We got 1 more minute on the mac and cheese, but I think I'm going to let it go like 6 more minutes. So I'm going to switch this. But y'all, when God is telling you to do something, even if you don't like doing it, just go on and be obedient to him, because it's amazing. And like I was saying with these kids, we really have to pray over our kids, our grandkids. Basically, I'm going to say all kids, we just need to be praying, because, baby, that devil, he using our kids to get to us. He using our grandkids to get to us. And we have to be able to know when the devil is working, using our children against us. right? And that is so important. It's so important. That's why I say if you don't have that intimate relationship with God where he can, like, where you can be like, I don't know what's going on, and God can say it's the enemy, give them to me. Give them to me, because the devil is trying to attack you through them. And that's what he'll do. He would try to attack you through your children, through the people that you love, because those are the people that you care about the most. So you know the enemy is going to be on them to get to you. And you have to be able to recognize that. You have to be able to recognize that. You have to get in scripture. And I just say all women, and I said this on one of my videos, you don't have to be a married woman to get in the book of Proverbs 31. Get in Proverbs 31. It really aligns you and gets you right where you need to be at. I promise you it will. And Proverbs 31 it's just a mama telling her son the type of woman he needs to go after. And you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be all of those things, but it just shows you how to align yourself up. I still have a long way to go, baby. And God has called me out on so many things, but y'all, we have to align ourselves when God tells us to align ourselves. And I promise you, when the devil come after you, when you align yourself the way that God tells you to align yourself, it's going to be something so beautiful. But y'all know I just talk while I'm going live. I mean, while I'm cooking. That's how I go live. It's cooking. And I do videos with everything else. So we done. We done cooking. Yeah, I just got to do the brownies. Y'all know that. And I'm doing the brownies in the box. Y'all know that's just some oil, a couple of spoons of water, and an egg. Mix, mix, mix. Put it in there and let it cook for 45 minutes. And it's done. But drinking this V8 energy drink. I'm gonna try a different flavor the next time. This is the six pack. I did a video with that too. I don't know if I posted that already. I think I did, but I'm not sure. But y'all, I'm finna get off. Whew, I'm hot. I cut my ear off. I'm finna cut it back on. But I love you. But most importantly, God does. Remember to allow him to be the navigation of your life, and he will not steer you wrong. Again, again, again. I love you, but most importantly, he does. I hope y'all enjoyed me, and thank you for any new subscribers that your girl got. But I love y'all. Bye.